One major claim of the protester accepted by Australia, I think that Australia is giving favor to protester by different way, and this favor definitely will invite people to work within Australia in the Australian companies. I am giving you proof. What is the law? Law is going to change in September 2025. Many laws are going to change. I am discussing only this law which will favor protester in this clip. And the law is that the companies who want workers, and they cannot invite directly overseas worker, as they were able to give job contract to overseas worker very easily, but now they have to follow a system. Now it's not easy to invite any overseas worker. The companies have to process the things within Australia, which look very difficult for companies, and after that they will be compelled to invite workers or to hire in workers, and they will be allocated, first of all, their responsibility of the companies to give job to Australian citizens and the Australian people. If they are not even citizens, they are present within Australia. So what Australia says to the companies in this new immigration law, that if you require any person, any skilled person, you must advertise within Australian newspaper and through media, and you have to prove us that you did advertise. And this is not tertiary countries that you will put little bit wrong statements and wrong advertisements to the immigration system, that we did advertise, we tried very hard, whatever the steps we took to appoint individuals within Australia, we did not find. No. They will verify. They know better than you the skilled persons are present within Australia or not. I think this is good news for immigrants within Australia, bad news for immigrants outside Australia. The immigrants within Australia have the good news, because the companies now will prefer to appoint any professional person like students. A lot of students are studying in Australia, and when they finish the job, their work permit is now looking very risking factor, I know. It's not easier as they were getting earlier in the last 30 years. Normally it was thought that student visa is there, he will get work permit automatically. Now all these developed countries are changing visa system from segment to the segment, from one tenure to the other tenure. Mean in one tenure you will get a study degree, you will get your degree from university or college, and then next step you will apply work permit once again. This is another tenure. Visa system will assess you once again, and your past qualification, your staying in Australia, your work in Australia, your attitude in Australia will be assessed. So this will be a very positive step for immigrants in Australia, because now they are looking very hard that they must get job, they will get work permit, and I think companies will do right thing, first chance for immigrants and the people who are present within Australia. If they will be jobless, Australia will suffer. Immigrants within Australia will suffer. Little bit bad news for immigrants outside the country, because companies can offer to them job only when they will not find suitable individual within Australia. I think protesters are now watching these changes which will come in the coming days practically, and they will be practically implemented. It will also reduce immigration burst, mass immigration, because immigrants who are currently present within Australia and they are legal, I think they cannot be deported. These words which protesters are speaking throughout the world, deport word is not eligible for legal immigrants. It's easier. You can make banner and you can stand there and you can tell people, you can tell government, you can tell immigration system, deport. Yes, okay, this is activity. Practically impossible in the countries where you people are living. There are some laws. Laws are very simple. You cannot deport any legal individual until severe reason is there. You have to prove that reason in the court of the justice. It's very simple. If anybody is criminal or involved in a criminal activity, if he is involved in corruption, he did any wrong thing with citizens, definitely the courts themselves decide when the cases will go to the court. They did in the future, they did in the past as well, they will do in the future as well, that even you are legal, they are not entitled to stay within that country. This is the law of all countries, including Australia. But the problem is only one, that protesters do some points, raise some points which are not legally valid. And I think they must appreciate this step, because immigrants who are legal, when they will be appointed within companies within Australia, and companies will not be entitled to invite people from overseas, they will be able to invite, but in least cases, mean less number of the people will come, and only those people will come which are not present within Australia. And companies may start doing some tricks to convince immigration system, yes, we tried our best, the individuals were not qualified. Within Australia, individuals are not qualified. Look at their education system, the top education system of the world, the top universities of the world, the top 10 universities, Australian universities are present in the top academic status of Australia, top practical skills in the companies the people are getting. And I don't think the skilled people are not present within Australia. Companies sometimes taking money from overseas people, and they are also involved in importing less skilled people. I am sorry to say, and I am little bit sad as well. I am going to tell you by my heart, I have evidences, the good people, skilled people still present in the tertiary countries. And the people who are not trained, and they gave money to consultants, and they gave money in preparing documents, and they gave money to these companies of Australians who are little bit involved in trafficking of humans as well. Not all companies, because some companies are Asians. Something happened in UK last days, those companies were fake. I am not talking about Australia. Australia may have very genuine companies. I am talking about UK now. When they opened healthcare visas, the healthcare companies technically formed, they were not technically genuine companies. They were not offering jobs. They were just formed. Company formation is very easiest process in developed countries. They were just formed to invite workers from overseas countries, so that workers go, healthcare workers, a lot of healthcare workers from India, from other countries of Asia transported. And BBC report that from Africa, a lot of healthcare workers reach there. When they reach there, company says, our duty is to only invite you. Now you are within UK, do your work, we are over, you are over, our agreement finished. So I think this is a better decision when the companies will advertise genuine people, companies will invite from overseas, and this will be less burden on Australia and less burden on immigrants as well. Remember, when wrong immigrants entered or useless immigrants entered, it will put pressure on all immigrants. You people are not understanding. The doctor, if doctor is Indian, he is a very top rich and wealthy man within Australia. He is a top businessman, but he is Indian. When the people, even Australian people are his workers, they are workers. He is providing jobs to Australian native white national, but they will tell, look at that, Indian is our boss, and Indians are sending illegals. This will reduce the respect of all country and reduce the respect of those individuals who renowned the name of Asia throughout the world. Thank you very much.